Coach Sloan, Cougars headed to the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation Indoor Championships in Seattle. This is kind of the culmination for many of your athletes this weekend. Cougars ready?
I think we are. The competition is top-notch. It's basically a Pac-12 championship, and then you throw in schools like BYU and Cal State Northridge, Long Beach, Irvine. I mean, it's a big meet. 15 women's teams and 12 men's teams. We don't have 12 men's teams in the Pac-12. So it's going to be a big competition. It's going to be tough competition, and that's what we're looking forward to.
We've talked before about the fact that your student athletes like team competition. They like competing for the Washington State name.
I think that they always, especially in a dual meet, a head-to-head dual meet, but in championship meet as well, is that it changes the perspective when you're competing for Washington State and the Cougars rather than just going out and trying to perform and get a faster run or a longer throw. It means something. Your performance means something more. It's bigger than just you.
What areas at the Mountain Pacific will we have the strongest showing?
Well, I think it's different from men and women.
Okay.
From a men's standpoint, well, in the horizontal jumps, I think we're going to be pretty strong there with Stefan in the long end, the triple, and Taylor Eubanks is stepping up and doing a much better job. He's got to get him a little bit more consistent on the board. I think Trevor Rogers is ready to put a big long jump out there. So I think the horizontals for the men will be an area where we'll score points. I think that both CLBs, especially Jacob, has been running very well, and I think he'll be a strong factor in that open four. I think our 4x4 will be very competitive, and it could be challenging for the title there if we have a good race. Oddly enough, the weight throw, which is an area where we were kind of going along and not seeing a lot, both of those guys, Chris Baltazar and Travis Pickett, have upped their game, so to speak, and they're in a solid scoring position now, and just need to go and compete. Greg Hornsby's been doing a great job all indoor season, and I'm sure that he'll be in there challenging there for that title as well. So we've got people right along in just about every event. Our 5,000 should be good. Our 3,000 should be good. Jesse Jorgensen in the 800, although he's back in about 8th as far as his entry mark, I think he'll compete better than that. So I'm not sure who I'm forgetting here, but we're gonna be competitive throughout the meet, and I'm looking forward to it. It'll be the fun part.
And on the women's side? Women's
side, Shauna Furman's probably our biggest gun. She was second in the Pac-12 outdoor meet last year, and I think she's just now getting to that point where she's ready to drop that time down and really race with the fastest people in the field. Georgianne Moline from Arizona, probably the favorite. She was 5th in the 400-meter hurdles in the Olympic Games last year, and so she's quite a talent. But I think Shauna's ready to race. I think our 200 runners will do a great job. Sprints in general have been competing well all year long. Cindy Robinson in the 60 meters is only about 6/100ths of a second off the school record by Fran Green. So I think that the women's team, for the most part, Ruby Roberts is another name that just popped into my mind, that I think she's ready to go down and probably break our school record in the mile. And we're right on the verge of probably a half a dozen school records. So having people doing the best that's ever been done at Washington State, I think we're on the right track and getting some good performances out of the kids.
As of today, it looks like Stephen Scott Ellis is the only Cougar that has marks that have qualified for him to move on to the NCAA championships.
Yeah.
Do you foresee other Cougars that might have some competition levels this weekend that might be able to sneak in?
Yeah. I don't think it's out of the question. Todd Wakefield drops in the 3,000 meters. It'll be a fast race. He's probably going to have to improve maybe around 11 or 12 seconds, but the 8:04 that he ran a couple weekends ago was his first race at 3,000, so he's got to figure that out. I think he has. I think he's got the physical tools, the talent, the speed, and the strength right now to make that type of a move. Real impressed with Drew Jordan in the mile, ran 4:04.64 in that race over at Idaho, and he's in the 5,000 meters. So I think Drew's a tough competitor, as is Todd and all of our distance runners. So I think that Drew will be in there challenging in that 5,000, and Andrew Kimple as well. So it's possible. We have to show a level of improvement, and people have to do things they've never done before, but that's what we're after. And I think those are probably our most likely chances as I run through it in my head real fast. On the women's side, I think Shauna can get down. It's going to be a big improvement over where she is so far this year, but I think that she's ready to run those type of times, and I'm not even sure what it's going to take, but it's probably going to be a low 53, high 52 would be my guess, but she can do that. And, you know, Ruby, if Ruby has a real solid run in the mile and does what I think that she feels that she can do, that's going to have a good shot to get there as well.
All right, well, really excited. The Mountain Pacific Sports Federation Championships are actually streamed online. It'd be good for our fans to be able, and we've got links on our website to link right to that. So good luck to the Cougars this weekend in Seattle.